second deadlift hit?
Yeah, this is 372.
You go on 372.5.
So this is for 1,000.
This is for 1,000. So she's a big milestone.
Yeah.
And it's something that I know you've been chasing for a while, or you've wanted to do. It was one of your big goals.
Yeah. It's definitely one of the goals on the list of goals that I have. It was just one of the stepping stones that I'd set for myself.
So what's the mindset here, walking up to it? I mean, this is it. This is what you've trained for. You're about to conquer one of your goals. Are you thinking about that?
No, not at all.
Sweet.
No, it's. I don't know if this. Well, I think it's a good thing. So my mind's clear, and we're just trying to attack. That's terrible Wi-Fi again.
Play through.
Yeah. And that's me losing my fucking chops.
Right, so you make the lift, obviously. You pull 372.
Yep.
What happens? Directly after the lift, what do you do, Gawain? Reenact it for us.
I don't want to wake your neighbours. I lose my mind. And that's I fucking always lose my mind.
You point, you drop the bar, you point to the lights. Why?
Yeah, because it was a milestone for me. I was just like, show me the fucking lights.
Right.
That's all. And then the top blew off.
So 3 lights represents obviously your entire lifting career, what you've been working for to this point.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly right.
And then
you're drawing.
Someone gets a little emotional.
What? Are you talking backstage or you mean pumping and screaming?
Both. Tell us how it feels, because obviously you can give as much or as little background on this as you want, but 1,000's been a long-term goal. You've missed it on a couple of occasions, not necessarily for your own doing. I mean, obviously the injury is something that you can't necessarily prevent, but you know, it's a milestone. It's a big-ass milestone.
Yeah.
Second Aussie to total 1,000. First Aussie born to total 1,000. It's a pretty big deal. You're the only guy in the country born here that can do it at this moment. Obviously, there's a few other guys coming up that are real close, knocking at the door. But that's pretty fucking cool, man. Like, the first Australian-born dude to total 1,000 kilos. So what are you thinking?
And let's face it wasn't a secret going into the comp. Like, there was a bit of pressure.
Thanks, Marcus.
I wasn't going to mention a name, but there was external pressure. Like, there were one of us, rooting for you. We wanted you to hit that 1,000 total. Some are more vocal about it,
Yeah, I'm pretty lucky like that. I have a lot of good supporters, which is a bit weird at times, particularly after the comp. Which we will not talk about.
Luckily, I didn't have to bring that up.
I will tell you everything other than that.
Feel free.
So
you're going to tell us, or I'm going to tell it. So just go.
So what actually happened is I blew my lid, right, and then
I was still on this part.
Yeah, because I'm
avoiding. I'm not going to forget.
No, we'll go back. We'll get to the message on that shit. It's down.
This is actually motherfuckers. No, I blew my lid, and it'd been a long time coming for me. And there were particularly in the beginning. There were a lot of people that were pretty influential that said I'd amount to nothing, and I was just a flash in the pan, and also particularly off the back of the fact that I spent 2 years in the US. So a lot of people, a lot of haters, a lot of detractors.
So you pull the bar, you drop it down. You know you're good. You know you've hit 1,000.
Oops.
You point to the lights, and it's a big fuck you to everyone that said it's never going to happen.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's done?
Yeah, it's done.
I better reply to this dude.
I want to actually, there's probably something that you don't know about. I know I've spoken to Pat about it, but I don't think you and I have spoken about it. I had the GoPro gun on. So over the whole weekend at the Arnold's, I was walking around taking some footage that will probably splice into some of this and what have you. And after the lift, I walked around the back of the cage.
Oh, fuck.
I wanted to catch in the cage.
You have me out the back straight after the lift?
Yeah. Straight after the lift.
I'm going to shank the fuck.
You made it, Cohen. I've got the footage on the computer.
It's not straight after.
It's been hidden. It's I was going to delete it. I did.
You bunch of cunts.
You were pretty emotional. I kind of made the conscious decision. I got a camera jammed in your face. You walked to the corner of the cage, and I had a camera followed you around and camera in your face, and I saw the look on your face, and I went, I'm turning this shit off. This ain't for camera.
Thanks, buddy. If that was Patrick,
you're a fucking good guy.
You're a good guy. Not him. I don't know how you guys are related.
Just wait. Keep that talk up. See what happens to that footage I've got.
So hot in here.
You're under the grill, man. This is business stuff as it gets.
Yeah.
Explain.
Sure.
Like, what's you don't have to.
Man,
I don't want to go into
no, it's
deepest,
okay.
darkest shit, man. Like this.
It's okay. You know, it was off the back of me you know, blowing my lid. You know, so many people have so much negative stuff to say about me that I try to just be a genuine person to everyone. And I fist pumped.
Yeah, you got it right the first time. It's okay.
Yeah. And I don't know. I didn't consciously do it. It just all happened at once, and I screamed. I told them. I fucking told you I was going to do it, and then walked out the back, and then just couldn't control the emotion.
You went into shock.
Yeah, well, I had an adrenaline drop. I don't know if you had that before, but I actually went into like a little bit of shock. So like after I scored a 400 for a double, I had an adrenaline drop, and I was just like convulsing.
That was nuts.
Yeah. And that happened, and it was bigger. So I had an adrenaline drop, and then all the emotion of all that stuff just hit me at once, and I was just like sobbing and crying like a little girl. And you know, it got worse with the crying because of Greg, because Greg ran in, and he's been there from the beginning. So
yeah,
fucking Greg.
It's your fault, Greg.
It's your fault, Greg. Not your fault this time. Yeah, but it was really emotional.
It's on film.
Yeah, it's on film. Thanks, guys. Thanks.
It's my next tattoo. It's not my fault this time.
Yeah,
Just every other time.
Well, it was just super emotional because I've been working my entire lifting career towards that, and you know, to have the people there to watch it was a blessing. So.
Yeah.